I had a stack load of visitors. I was so lucky. I'm very lucky to have so much support around me. That's what's been really overwhelming about this whole process. Just the amount of support that we've received, the generosity of people has been ridiculous, and I'm so thankful. Um, I was told that I was going to be in hospital for 10 days to get over the surgery, and told that it's going to take also about 10 days to receive the results from the biopsy for the cancer that the surgeon removed from my bowel and body, abdomen, whatever. So those 10 days felt like a very long time. However, I was only in hospital 7 days, so the surgeon was extremely happy with my progress. I'd reached all my goals that he sets before someone can go home, going to the toilet, being able to walk around. So during the first couple of days, obviously, I had strong drugs, painkillers, morphine on the buzzer. I had physiotherapists coming in just to help me get up out of bed and start to move around. That first time that they did that didn't go so well. A couple of steps and then I felt really lightheaded, really dizzy, and then had to vomit. I had like pain team people coming in. The surgeon and register came to see me every day just to check on the progress, how everything was going. Had fantastic nurses helping look after me. I really can't speak any highly of how I was treated at the hospital. It was amazing. It was so quick. Everything was done so fast. I was really thankful for that. Didn't give me time to sit and, woe is me. It was just bang, bang, bang. They kept me informed. I like that. If I know what's going on, I can prepare and do what I need to do. So I was really happy with the care that I'd received in the hospital, and the amazing work done by the surgeon. I really am so thankful he got in there straight away and he got it out. And I couldn't be any more thankful for that. Really, really thankful. So lucky. So come to May the 27th, it was my birthday. I turned 34 and I was allowed to go home from hospital. Woohoo, after 7 days of being in hospital, away from the family and my kiddies. But they were looked after very well. Dad did a really good job keeping everything together, getting them ready for school, everything. Even my kids' school was fantastic, offering, to make dinners, and received flowers, and it was just so lovely, the help that we received, the kindness that we've received. So back to getting home on my birthday. I came home. Woo! I was a little nervous about coming home, just because I know how crazy it gets and how loud it gets with 3 kids. But I was happy to come home and, be in my own bed and try and get back to normality, whatever that is from now on. So a couple of days later, I went and seen the surgeon. My results were back in. He again told me what they'd done, cutting out the appendix and the bowel and blah, 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 blah. He told me that it was a stage 3 cancer. It was very aggressive. It had got into one of the 14 lymph nodes that they removed. So I am lucky that it only got into one lymph node, very lucky. Nothing showed up in any of my blood tests, nothing. I did question my surgeon and asked how come he didn't see any of this when he went in and done my sleeve surgery. And he said he's asking himself that same question. However, at that stage, the cancer would have been just inside the bowel. And that possibly when he did open my stomach up for that surgery, the air could have gotten to the tumor, the mass, the cancer, and just one moment. And it could have aggravated it and made it. That's what made it become really aggressive and spread and do what it was doing. So I am lucky that it did get cut out when it got cut out, because it could have been a lot worse. Here's my daughter, cheeky little girl. So he told me that that he will be sending my details, referral across to your cheeky, across to the oncology ward at the cancer treatment centre, and then I'll have to wait for them to give me a call. And so I was expecting to wait at least a week. You can go get a drink. Go get a drink. Of your special drink. Okay. So he told me that, yeah, I was expecting to wait probably around a week or so to hear back from oncology, but it was the next day, on Tuesday, and they said, can you come in tomorrow, Wednesday, for a consultation, talk to you about what's going to happen, because I need chemotherapy. So the reason for chemotherapy is because there could still be cells, cancerous cells in the body, and they want to ensure that it's eradicated and all gone. So chemo. I have to go to the cancer therapy unit in Campbelltown next to the hospital and have my first consultation with them. So I went into the cancer therapy centre and had my consultation. So pretty much, they talked to me about the type of chemo that I'll be receiving. So it's called Folfox. So pretty much it's the treatment that's going to last at least 6 months. So once a fortnight, I have to go to the therapy centre, to the clinic. And, well, to start with, I actually, next Friday, so what's today? I think it's the 2nd, the 1st, the 2nd? I don't even know what today's date is. The 2nd of June. So on the 9th, on Friday, I will be going into hospital and having a thing called a port put in under my skin here. So there'll be a little lump. And what this does, it's a direct connect. It will ensure that there's a direct line to your jugular, which will then put the chemo through and straight through to your to where it needs to go, through the veins and all of that. So I need to go have that procedure on Friday. And then the following week, on the 14th of June, is when I start my first chemo treatment. So once a fortnight, I have to go in there on a Wednesday. And what they will do is they will connect like the IV drip with a needle in through my skin to the port. And I will have one lot of chemo go through that. Whilst in the clinic, it can take 2 or 3 hours for that to go through, along with some anti-nausea medication too. And then once that first lot of chemo is has gone through the system, I then get another lot connected, and this is in like a little, will come in like a little bag, and I have to take that home. So I will then take that bag home, and I'll have chemo running through me for another 48 hours, I think it is. So obviously have to be very careful because I've got this connected to me. So I'll have like it's like a little bum bag type situation where you connect it around, and has to go everywhere you go, and then pumps the chemo through you. And then I have to go back to the clinic on a Friday and get that bag disconnected. And then I've got a week and a half to recover from that lot of chemo before that cycle starts again. So then they told me all about a lot of the side effects, feeling sick, like the nausea, the being very sensitive to light and coldness. So like in the couple of days just after the chemo, you don't want to touch, you don't want to drink anything that's cold, because it will make you feel numb and tingly, and not good. So there's a couple of days where I'm going to have to be very careful with what I do. Going out in the sun, you need to slap like crazy. Just the sickness and the tiredness and stuff like that. So that's what I'm a bit concerned about, just not knowing. Like I'm okay with, like I've been okay with this whole process. It's just the unknown that's worrying me. So I think once I've had the first 2 sessions, I should know what I'm in for. So it's all full steam ahead. Next week I'll be having my first lot of chemo, which I never thought I would say at 34 years old. It's pretty darn crazy. But in saying that, I'm so thankful that we have got this amazing access to all these amazing medical teams, and like this, the cancer center, like amazing. How lucky we are to have this. So lucky. So lucky to have treatment. Hopefully this is the only time that I will have cancer in my life. I'm not delusional. I know it can come back and whatnot, but let's just think positive and, know that it's not going to come back. So life's been put on hold a little bit. Obviously I can't go to work. I don't know how this treatment is going to affect me. But with these videos, I hope to keep you updated. Hopefully I can film a little bit of the treatment when I'm in the center. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I feel like, it'll be fun. It's not a fun situation, but yeah, it will give me a little something to look forward to, just to, keep me occupied. My going through this. So this is it. This is my the end of my first real update, and I guess I'll be seeing you from the chemo chair if they allow me to film in there. So continue if you like to join me on crushing the C word. Bye.